All right, you sit down and it's time to start building that website. You've got a big to-do list in front of you, right? You've got fonts to pick out, colors to decide on, a template to pick out and customize, and it can get overwhelming really fast, right? Now, the design part of a website is super important. You've only got about 5 seconds to impress your clients long enough to stay on a website. That's how long it's going to take them to decide if they're going to stay or if they're going to click off. Now, while the design is super important, what a website contains is where the magic really happens. Whether you're going to hire a designer or do it yourself, there are some things that you need to think about before you ever begin designing. Today, we're going to be chatting about the 5 things you need to have on your photography website. Now, these could be individual pages, or they could be different sections within a one-page website. No matter what format you go with, your photography website needs to contain these 5 things in order to book clients. So let's dive in.
Welcome to the Wise Photographer Podcast with your host, Chelsea Wise. Each week, Chelsea is bringing you the best tips and tricks to help you create a joyful, profitable, more purpose-filled photography business. Chelsea is a wife and mom of 2 who has built a thriving photography business in her tiny hometown in western North Dakota. Without further ado, here's your host, Chelsea Wise.
All right, let's just dive right in, guys. The About Me page on a website is often the most overlooked. I mean, it feels a little weird to write about yourself, almost like you're bragging about yourself. I mean, your business should be all about your clients, right? It's their story that you're sharing in photos. What does your story have to do with it? In my opinion, clients need to get to know you. They have to trust you. No matter what you're being hired to photograph them for, it's significant to them, and they're letting you into a part of their life. No matter what you're being hired to photograph for them, it has some significance to them. They are letting you into a part of their life that is very important to them. It's a moment that they want captured forever so they can share with friends and family and maybe even for generations to come. That's why your About Me page on your website needs to be real. It needs to say something other than the fact that you love coffee and you love photography. I get it, we're all caffeine addicts and we love cameras. Your About Me page is your chance to show your heart, explain who you are and what your journey has looked like to get you to where you're at right now. You also need to share your face on this page. It needs to have at least one photo of you on it. Your clients want to see the face behind the camera. So either book a headshot session for yourself or bust out your handy tripod or talk your husband into being an Instagram husband for one evening and get a picture of yourself to put on your About Me page. If you haven't updated your About Me page in a while, it's a good idea to go ahead and take a look at it and see what it is that you can add to it. So what do you actually need to have on your About Me page besides a photo of you? Your About Me page should introduce your potential clients to you. Let them know who you are and where you're located, what you do, and why you do what you do. You would be amazed at how many websites I visited and I couldn't figure out where the photographer was actually located. So make sure you let them know where you're located or what areas you're serving. Your About Me page is a place where you can share a story with your reader that shares both the struggle and successes. I mean, we're all humans here, right? So don't be afraid to get real with your clients and let them know what you've struggled with in the past or where you really excel at. You also want to let your clients know what's in it for them. Explain clearly how working with you can help them achieve their desired goal. And finally, every About Me page needs a CTA or a call to action. Your call to action can be an invitation for readers to dive deeper with you in other blog posts. It could be a simple click here button to book your session or check out some of your latest work. It could even be to sign up for your newsletter. You don't want your readers to get to the end of the page and wonder what to do next. If you're not booking sessions right now, you could put a simple get on my wait list. If you're not currently booking sessions right now, you can have a wait list there where people could put in their names and their email address to get on the wait list when you do release dates the next season. All right, now on to your portfolio. Whenever you buy something to decorate your home, you kind of want to look at the product first in a photo, right? I mean, you want to make sure it fits your style and how it's going to look in your home, right? Well, the thing about portraits is you can't actually show them what they're buying since you haven't actually photographed it yet. That's why having your portfolio on your website is an absolute must. Your portfolio shares your vision of how you see the world around you. It showcases your unique talents in a way that words never really could. When it comes to selecting images for your portfolio, remember quality over quantity. You don't need to show clients every single photo from every single session. You don't even have to show every single session. The key to your portfolio is to show what you want to shoot more of, and don't show what you don't want to shoot. When it comes to my site, you're going to see that it's all about weddings. I show engagement sessions and weddings, and that's it. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't ever photograph seniors or families. I do photograph a handful of those a year, but I'm extremely selective in who I work with. It's just not where I want to spend my time photographing, so I don't showcase those images. Remember, your portfolio is going to attract and repel people, so make sure that you're choosing images that are going to attract the type of clients and the type of sessions that you want to shoot more of. If you don't have any images of the kind of sessions that you want to be shooting, it might be time to plan a stylized shoot or a portfolio building shoot. You can check back to episode 28 where we did a deep dive into everything that goes into planning, creating, and executing a stylized photo shoot. All right, now on to pricing, the big one. Pricing is something that we often want to tiptoe around. Many creatives are afraid to ask for the sale, but this is a business and a business needs to make money in order to survive. So we need to start asking for the sale. Now, there are two different ways to go about sharing your pricing on your website. You can share what your prices are for your sessions or your packages right away, or you can give potential clients a range and have them contact you for complete pricing. So why would you choose one over the other? It all comes down to personal preference. Right now on my website, I have a range on my site. I say that most clients invest X amount of dollars. Now, I use the word invest on purpose. For me and my ideal client, photography is an investment. I am on the higher side of photographers in my area. I know I'm outside of the price range of some people in our town, and that's okay. When clients reach out to me, I send them a digital lookbook. Now, this is kind of like a digital magazine, and it dives a little more deeply into what working with me looks like. It includes my full pricing information on packages and what add-ons they can add on to their session as well. Now, the other option is to just simply share what your prices are on your site. Make sure that there's a button or contact form right there so clients know how to book you if you are within their budget and they're ready to work with you. All right, on to reviews. Reviews are super important. They show social proof. So what is social proof? Have you ever gotten super excited about nabbing those tickets for you and your friend to the sold out concert that everyone has been talking about for weeks? Or how about the time you were able to get reservations at a new up and coming restaurant when nobody else could? You had a blast at the concert and the food was great, but you also enjoyed the experience. It made you feel closer and more connected to your loved ones. You shared something together. Besides, if everyone else was lining up down the street for it, it was bound to be good anyways, right? This is precisely what marketing experts believe social proof achieves. It's proof from other humans that you will enjoy or benefit a service or an experience. Basically, it's a fancy pants way of saying that we like things that other people like us like. That was a lot of likes. As humans, we are psychologically engineered to want to fit in. We want to be part of something bigger, part of a community, and that means doing what the community is doing, like eating at up-and-coming restaurants or going to sold-out concerts, or getting their photos taken by you. The more people like your ideal client, like your business, and rave about it, the easier it will be to attract more of the same type of people. It kind of gives you this snowball effect. By using reviews as social proof, you can position your business as that new up-and-coming or sold-out or amazing thing that your ideal client just has to have. It shows that real people, just like them, have worked with you and are thrilled with the way that their sessions turn out. Now, most people are more than happy to give a great review, but they just don't think to do it. This means that we need to ask them for it. Make it part of your workflow. You could have an email scheduled to go out 10 days after your final gallery is shared with the client. Include a link to a questionnaire that prompts them to find out how they felt about their session, what their favorite part was, or who they've shared their images with. Another idea is to send a handwritten card thanking them for working with you and asking if they could take a moment to leave a review on your Facebook page. I personally have used this tactic for years and it works like a charm every single time. All right, now that you've showcased your work, introduced yourself to your clients, hooked them with some social proof, it's time to get them on the calendar. You need to have a very clear call to action. It could be a contact form that says book now. You could choose to have a page that says check availability with a contact form. You could link your Honeybook calendar so they could choose a session date right away. However you choose to do it, it needs to be extremely clear where and what is needed for the next steps to get them officially booked with you. If you don't have any sessions currently available, have them sign up for a wait list. This way, when you do open up sessions, you have people that are already waiting in line, literally. There you have it, guys, the 5 things you absolutely need to have on your photography website to start booking clients. Your website is your spot on the web. It's where you get to completely control your client's experience. There's no competing with TikTok videos or trying to beat some fancy algorithm. Your website is where you let your clients in, showcase your work, and turn them into paid clients. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Wise Photographer podcast. If you haven't already, I would love if you could click that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. It really does make a huge difference in our rankings, and it helps people just like you find the show. So please, if you aren't already subscribed, click that subscribe button now. And if you're feeling extra generous, I would love it if you could leave a rating and review for the show as well. That's it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Wise Photographer podcast. Dive into the show's notes for this episode and all past episodes at www.thewisephotographer.com. If you loved the show, share it with a friend. Thanks for tuning in, you Wise Photographer you.